Welcome back, my friend. This is Mr. Alan in the world of toys, and this is another special look of another new Masters of the Universe Revelation action figures. But before to start with this first look live, yes, live with you guys. That's right, it's live. I remember you some things. If you want join this channel as a member, you can share live with me your Masters of the Universe collection. So go in the link in the bottom below, click the button, join the channel as a member, and you can share with me live your collection. Plus, like, share this video on social media, leave a comment, and subscribe. And now there we go. It's time to take a closer look of this figure, King Grayskull. Yes, this is obviously a figure inspired from the show on Kevin Smith, and this is the version with these shields. Is this looks like a knife, a little sword, this soft cape, and this is the same styles that appears in the cartoon in the show. But to take a closer look of it, I did later in this video a comparison to show you if the likeness of this guy, of this character, of this action figure is accurate from the show, because we talked about that in the other stream for Master Universe that I did in these days. For a show, a revelation action figure is spread from the show, the likeness is most important than the normal figure, because we have something to relate the action figure. So without a good likeness, the figure can be good. But for speaking of the likeness, we talk about later in this video, guys. Now we take a closer look just of the details of the figures. Yes, this long hair looks like Indian guys. Looks like that, my friends. Is a nice action figure, something new that we never had before in action figure form, and also we never had before as a Master of the Universe in the Classics line. Yes. Split in half, you're right, my friend. And this is the character that appears like that. But I show you others. I have other picture to show you of this guy. This one is all you can get. Is a deluxe action figure, King Grayskull, and will be on Target exclusive. This figure is a deluxe figure. You can see all accessories, two changeable hands. He has two weapons, two different sword, two sword. The sword is the power sword split in two parts. It's the power sword and the shield. So the two L for the power swords. Yes, looks like your chief, not Chief J. Strombo, but like a Indian chief. So American, Native American. Looks like character, this one. Yes, it's true. And it's a nice figure, in my opinion. It's not bad. Also because it's the first time ever that we got this action figure in a toy version, this character especially. So it's something new. So it could be interesting, especially if you collect if you're a collector of the Revelation line. In general, the figure, yes, an Apache chief, you're right. In general, the Revelation figure are not very good, speaking of the likeness, but for that maybe is a little bit better, and we take a closer look of the comparison later in this video with you guys. Is not bad, by the way, my friends. This action figure of King Grayskull looks like a tribal chief of a Native American Apache tribal chief. Yes, this figure has this type of vibes, in my opinion. Speaking of how they choose to create this figure. Speaking of the design, especially, I like it. It's not bad. It's not a bad figure. So questions about it, but we take a look If you mind, it's also about the likeness, because the likeness for this type of figure, for revelation figure, is important. This is the character that appears in the cartoon, so we can see a little bit better right here, guys. Always the character in the show. In the show appears like that. This is the version that we saw in the show, the Kevin Smith show. And you can understand better if the likeness of this figure is good, because likeness is most important. Is most important stuff for a type of action figure like that is inspired by a show. So it needs to have a good likeness to become like the figure, like the character in the cartoon. And I now show you a comparison in a few moments for this figure, because it's a important points of this situation. This is the box, my friends. That also is the Lux box. You can see other figure: Faker, Merman, Stinkor, Trapjaw, Andra, and Tila. The version of Tila, the classics. They call it classics version, but it's not the classics Master of the Universe line. Tila. Yes, Commander Head, welcome. Light and effects, yes. Yes, it's not a man. Yes, it's totally different characters. Yes, it's a totally different likeness. But obviously, it's a guy, is a figure inspired from the show, so it needs to have a good likeness from the show. I think that he needs to have a good likeness, because a figure inspired from the show needs to have a perfect likeness with the show. And now I show you also. I do a comparison now in a few moments between this character on the cartoon and the action figure form to understand a little bit how is the likeness for this figure, because it's important for the revelation figure. The likeness is an important side to understand a little bit better the figure. I don't know, maybe a little bit. And there we go. This is a comparison, my friends, between the action figures and the character in the cartoon. Is not bad, the likeness. There's something, is not all perfect. Maybe the color is a little bit brighter than the figures. Maybe because it depends also of the light in the show. So I don't know if because of that. But yes, it's not bad. Not bad, the likeness for this figure of King Grayskull. Can work to me, can work. So we can accept this figure better than others. For example, skeletal revelation figures is not good. Gray skull instead of the typical yellow skull of skeleton that he has in the show. This one is better, in my opinion. This character, this figure from the show. So I can like this figure because of the likeness is good. It's not bad. The likeness from the of this action figure from the actual show by Kevin Smith. You can see that in this comparison that work, the likeness work. You can recognize the character from the cartoon in this action figure, in my opinion. It's not a problem like other figures of this revelation line that weren't very good. Speaking of the likeness, there were something wrong in skeletal revelation figures, E-Man, that I don't like. I don't like when a figure isn't a good likeness from the show. This one has a good likeness, in my opinion. Is a little bit better. The sculpt of this figure is a little bit better. So I hope there will be. I'm not a collector of Revelation, by the way, but from all collector of Revelation, I hope for them there will be a re-release with a better cartoon accurate for Skeletor, for E-Man, because they weren't good. Those figures. I talk about that also with Pixel Dan in my show with Pixel Dan that I did last July, my second episode. And by the way, tonight, my friends, don't forget, will be I haven't the pictures now for 2000X. Sorry, Bridazel. I have only the features for this show, so I can do the comparison now because of the. But maybe I will do another video for that, because now I did also comparison between the Revelation and the action figure. So because they are inspired for that, I need to search King Grayskull on Google. King Grayskull on Google on 2000X. I don't know if I can find easily. What's different? I try to find it. Yes, it was a different character, that version of King Grayskull. I try to show you also that if I try it, because it's a different character. I try to show you also a little bit the King Grayskull from 2000X now. A few moments, because I find it's not a very big pictures, but you can see a little bit better always King Grayskull in 2000X. There we go. This is a small pictures of King Grayskull at back then 2000X for serious. So you can see a little bit better always how it looks like in the 2000X version of King Grayskull, guys. In it all in 2000X was looks like based on the yellow color. I don't know why, but everything looks like yellow in 2000X series. A little bit darker, the atmosphere 2000X also that. Maybe I prefer Revelation cartoon. Speaking of the colors of the character, maybe it's a little bit better than 2000. I never was a fan of 2000X E-Man Master of the Universe, and because I don't know, they changed too much the characters. But this is the figure we got, guys. So if you like this character, if you like King Grayskull character in the Revelation show, you can get it coming soon, and will be Target exclusive, this figure, so will not maybe so easy to get this guy, because sometimes something wrong on Target. We knows that what happened with Target, but it's not bad. It's not bad. This figure has a good likeness from the cartoon, from the show. Better than other guys of this, better than other figures of this line. I'm no questions about it, and I can enjoy that because I like the good likeness for the figure based on a show, based on a cartoon show. Club Grayskull was the best, in my opinion, likeness for Masters of the Universe action figures, the best ever. I'm still a big fan of Club Grayskull. I miss Club Grayskull. I miss so much this awesome line, that awesome line, filmation style, Master of the Universe Club Grayskull, where awesome action figure. I have the full collection of that. You can find a review for each figure and unboxing for each Club Grayskull figure in my channel. So guys, remember some stuff. Tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. PST on this channel, live interview in my episode number 30 of my show with Alex Hank. Is a NECA sculptor. He sculpted, for example, the Werewolf American London figures, and also work also in the past 6 years with McFarlane Toys. So tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. PST, live interview with Alex Hank from NECA, ex-NECA, official NECA sculptor, and also a freelancer, however. And don't forget to like, leave a comment, subscribe, and join the channel as a member. Yes, you're right, my friends. It's a nice figure. And join the channel as a member if you want to share with me live your Masters of the Universe collection, guys. There is this possibility to join the channel as a member and share your collection live with me in a special live stream dedicated to the members channels on this channel. So there is the option below. If you want, you can find below the button if you click the button to join the channel as a member, my friends. It's a nice action figure, this one, yes, especially because of the likeness. The likeness is very good. I show you once again the comparison that I did between these characters. Not this one, this is the version of 2000X. It's the package. Take a look at the comparison between the actual action figure and the character in the show. And this is a good likeness, in my opinion. And it's good. When you find a good likeness between the cartoon and the action figure, is a good news for collector, in my opinion. I have this opinion for that. So guys, thanks for watching. Don't go away, because later today, in a few moments, there will be another first look at Master of the Universe, and tonight interview with NECA sculptor, with NECA toy sculptor Alex Hank, awesome artist tonight. So at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. PST, my live interview with Alex Hank from NECA. This is a NECA sculptor. They work for many prototype for NECA, and also he worked with McFarlane Toys. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, my friend.